Welcome back, everyone. Well, you may not know it, but right here in the very heart of the Adirondacks, we have our own FDR, actually a combination of FDR and Teddy Roosevelt. It's Mayor Bob Blais of Lake George. The reason I'm saying that, of course, is that Bob has the distinction of being the longest running mayor in New York State, the fourth longest running mayor in the nation, right?
That's correct, I believe, yes.
And you also love the lake, and you love to camp, and you're a great outdoorsman.
We love every one of those things, just like you do.
Yes, you're right about that. So welcome, Bob. It's real nice to have you back again.
Thanks for having me.
We invited you in, height of the season, a lot of things going on, but you know, you've been mayor for a long time, 46 years, I think you were telling me, right?
That's correct.
And it's just remarkable to be in a position like that for that period of time. So first, you know, just on a personal note, what drives you?
Well, I think first you have to like what you're doing, obviously. You want to get up in the morning and get at it, and but you need challenges. If every day was the same at the office, it would not be interesting to me. I like the challenges of the change of seasons, the change of people, the change of owners of the businesses in town, which only happens somewhat in a resort community.
Yes, sure, of course. Long period of time. Maybe what do you think is the most exciting thing that's happened?
Well, I think we've done a lot of exciting things in Lake George, but I think the last few years in particular have been really exciting. With the Charles R. Wood Environmental Park just opening, with the state having done the $1 Million Beach over, which is absolutely beautiful, porous pavement on the whole southern end of the lake, and the new Marriott Hotel planning to be open in probably 4 or 5 weeks, the rejuvenation of the whole downtown area, the gateway coming into Lake George Village is under construction. These are real exciting times in Lake George.
Well, you know what? My wife and I were just there frequently to see Jill Hughes as part of a series that John Strong put together at Shepherd's Park. And the walkway is something that catches my attention. That walkway is really, it runs the village now, doesn't it?
It runs the entire length of the village, almost from Shepherd Park all the way over to the $1 Million Beach. And what it did was it opened up the importance of the lake to people. What it was all backyards and riprap and rubble and nothing but private areas. Now millions of people a year can walk down by the lake, see how beautiful it is, and take advantage of it.
You know, another change that people have said to me, back in the 60s and 70s, kind of I'm saying this maybe the wrong way, college town kind of a thing, go in there. It's really geared towards families now. You see parents and kids and grandparents all over the place.
Well, Money Magazine called us one of the top 5 family resorts in the country several years ago. We, I believe, continued to do that. We disbanded our police department in 1988, and our crime rate is relatively low. But yes, we're proud that we're a family resort. We're glitzy, we're exciting, we hope to be vibrant. We're not Woodstock, Vermont. That's a great place to go.
Sure.
We're not Bolton Landing or we're not Hague. We're Lake George Village, and I believe that's what brings everyone to Warren County.
You know, your name is so synonymous with Lake George. It's almost people. It almost comes out in the same breath because of your dedication to the city. Couple of issues. One of the major issues we've covered it on a couple of stories here. The waste treatment plant. Just give us a little bit of a background on it and where we stand.
Well, the village is under a consent order from DEC to correct our nitrate effluent removal. Our plant, built in 1930s by the WPA projects, is old and tired. It's working well. We've got plenty of capacity at our plant with our sand beds. Our new administration up there at the plant has turned it around. But we decided if there's money available from the state and federal government, the lake deserves an entirely new treatment plant with the latest technology. And that's what we're committed to build.
And I know that has a lot to do with keeping pace with the needs affiliated with wastewater treatment and stuff like that. But with the addition of the new Marriott downtown, which is really coming together nicely, especially in the last couple of weeks, the Adirondack sort of woodwork they're doing on it really looks nice. Dave Kenny and the gang, and Frank, they always do a nice job. But the goal there really is to try to make Lake George a year-round. So the idea of having a waste treatment plant that's built for the future instead of putting Band-Aids in one from the past is also helping you reach that goal of making it year-round.
That's correct. In order for us to exist in the tourism industry, we've got to be competitive. We've got to keep up with the times. You have to have the Marriotts and the Hampton Inns and the chains. That's what people expect today. And in order to do that, we have to have a wastewater treatment plant that can accept this growth. And the southern end of the lake, the village of Lake George treats almost the entire southern basin, including all the state facilities. So we believe that we should be successful. We believe that the state and federal government should be our partner in this, because our small community hosts millions of tourists that generate thousands and thousands of dollars into the state coffers. So we're committed to building a brand new, high technology, $17 million treatment plant.
Bob was telling me before we went on air that you're talking to the governor's representatives and legislature and stuff like that. It's going well?
We've got applications out in every nook and cranny in the state and federal government. We've hosted some federal and state officials. We've given them some walking tours and tours of our plant. We hired a lobbyist. We're doing everything we can to raise the money enough. And we don't expect to raise $17 million. We expect to be a partner. That's all we ask.
Yeah, I've got it. Bob, two questions. The first one, something you're looking forward to for the remainder of the summer?
Well, I'm looking forward to good, humid, hot weather like we've got here today. When the streets are full, the phones don't ring.
That's right.
They tend not to see the pothole in the middle of the street because there's cars going over it and pedestrians walking by them. So our wish for every season, obviously, is for good weather. And then we wish for a beautiful fall to extend our season so that, again, the store owners stay open, stay busy, and stay happy. Yeah,
I've got you. Well said. One last thing before we went on air, I was joking with Bob. He's been mayor for 46 years, and I thought, well, you're going to run for the next 46, and he made a comment about the old gray mayor, so I wanted you to...
Well, the old gray mayor, he ain't what he used to be, and even though I feel okay and I've still got the fire, it's time for me to relax and lay back and take advantage of some of the good things that all of the public officials have done in Lake George. And above all, take advantage of our beautiful lake.
Boy, I'm with you on that. And Bob is a boater and he's a camper. And like my wife and myself, we just can't wait to be on that lake. There's just something about it, right, Bob?
No, it's magic. And I have to laugh at people that stand on Beach Road and they look up the lake and they see just about to Long Island, and they think that's the lake.
I know.
And I tell them, get on one of those cruise ships or go rent yourself a boat and get out on the lake and experience one of the most beautiful places in the world.
You got it. Well, Bob, thank you very much for coming in. We'll see you in the park, or we'll see you at the amphitheater. We'll see you around.
You bet.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.